What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by AutoTopNL. My name is Max, and today we are checking out the all-new BMW M440i Gran Coupe. Now, of course, we've got the new grille, as you can see. Let me know in the comments if you have gotten used to it yet. Curious to see how you feel about it now after some time. But this Gran Coupe is the most popular choice within the 4 Series, so around 25% of the 4 Series sold are coupes, 25% are convertibles, and 50% of all 4 Series sold are Gran Coupes. And rightly so, because it is probably one of the best offerings BMW has. It's got style, it's got practicality, it's got handling, and it's got the looks of the 4 Series. So today I'm going to show you around it. We're going to take a quick look at the spec because we've covered a lot of 4 Series already, so we're not going to focus on that today. And after that we'll take it for a drive towards the Autobahn for an Autobahn blast. So the spec we've got today is sapphire black, so that is a real black car. We've got BMW laser light optional on this car as well, and being an M Performance model we also have all the cerium grey accents around the car, like the grille, the curtain surrounds there on the front bumper. And then we've got these 861M 19-inch bicolor wheels, very nice wheel, with Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tire. That is awesome. And then behind that we've got the M Sport brakes. As you can see, they are red now. They used to be blue, but now as standard they're red. You can still get them in blue or black as well. The 4 Series compared to the 3 Series has a wider track, it's got a wider stance, and it's a bit more aggressive than the 3 Series. Of course, this is the main part compared to a 4 Series. 2 extra doors, of course, which are frameless, which is nice. And we've got these new door handles. I did a review on the i4 M50 and I was wondering if that was just for the i4 because of the the aerodynamics, but it's on the 4 Series in general. Not great. Your hand kind of slips off sometimes, but I do like the look of it. I think it looks better than the ones on the 3 Series. Now, this car is heavier though than the 3 Series M340i Touring. So that is quite weird. I don't know where that went, but I do think it's probably the best looking one of all the offerings. Of course, it's a liftback, so it is quite practical with a big boot. And we've got the twin exhaust, of course, which is fake, part of the bumper. It does sound really nice though. I don't know what they did to it because I was filming the exterior shots of this car and I wasn't too impressed, but when you sit inside, you'll hear that in a minute, it actually sounds really good. It kind of sounds like the BMW M240i, the new one, and they did something to the interior sound as well. So I don't know what exactly they did, but this car sounds better than Martijn's M340i. So they did something. We still have the B58 though, 374 horsepower, 500 newton meters from the 3-liter inline-6 turbocharged engine. Mild hybrid technology. We've covered this in the other M440i reviews already, but it is a glorious drivetrain. It is absolutely magnificent. Now, the M440i is only available with xDrive, and I'm going to say something that might be a bit controversial, but I do think that a really good choice would be this car with the 30i engine, so the 430i Gran Coupe, because you have a really good 4-cylinder, the B48. It is a gem of an engine. It's got 265 horsepower, I believe. It is super nice, and it's 200 kilos lighter than this car, and that is mainly in here because the engine is lighter, because you don't have xDrive. 200 kilos lighter than an M440i, the 430i. So I genuinely think that that is a good alternative, a good choice as well. Alrighty, so let's take a look inside, where we've got a lot of carbon trim, and we have this Tacona red interior, dark red, which is a nice spec combined with the black exterior and all the carbon and all the aluminium. Start it up, and we're going to go for Sport Plus. Let's see if we can get some sound. It sounds really good, very clean. Now, in the interior we've got the old iDrive, so the iDrive 7. This is, instead of the iDrive 8 you get in the i4 and the iX. I actually prefer this one. I said that in my i4 review as well. This system is just better. It's way easier to operate, it's more intuitive. Just works better. Alrighty. So that is the sound I was talking about earlier. You have this bang on the shift. This little bassy sound, and then when you let off the throttle, you've got some like burbles. But it was really hard to capture that on camera. So I don't know if it's real or fake. I almost think that it's a subwoofer in the trunk or something like that, because I was really struggling to hear anything on the outside. But in here it's pretty loud. Either way, the fact that I'm talking about this, wondering if it's real or fake, means that if it's fake, they did a really good job, because I really like the sound. So it's definitely an improvement. As I said, the interior as well, you still have that fake sound, but it's not as annoying as in some other BMWs or even BMW M's used to be. So this is a good setup, I would say. That little tunnel run makes me think it's fake too, because if you have your windows closed, the little bang sound is louder, so I think it's fake. Anywho, now 0 to 100, this car is supposed to do 4.7 seconds. We've got launch control, of course, and we've got xDrive, so that makes it quite easy to do. There we go, and that is 100 kilometers an hour in 4.36 seconds is the fastest we've been able to do, which is a lot quicker than the 4.7 BMW claims. So again, kind of understated their performance. All these 0 to 100s at BMW are quicker than they claim. And then we've got a new problem that we've experienced in, I don't know, the last 6 months probably, that a lot of BMW models don't actually reach a top speed of 250 kilometers an hour GPS speed. So with this one it was 247, which is kind of weird. Here we go, full throttle. Of course, we also measured the 100 to 200 kilometers an hour, which was 11.12, which is actually dead on what we would expect, since it is a bit heavier than an M440i Touring, but it is a bit more aerodynamically efficient, of course, having a nice swoopy roofline, a sloping roofline I should say. But that was 250 on the speedo. Again, I've said it before, I will keep saying it as long as BMW built them. The B58 engine is a freaking gem. It works in every car they put it in, and it's no different in this car. Additionally, this car also has been set up really well. I really like the balance they found of comfort and sport. I like the damper setup. We're in Sport Plus right now, so this is the most firm setting, but still it's very civilized, and in comfort it is truly comfortable. Linked of course to the ZF 8-speed, which is amazing as always. Now, some consumer advice for you, since Martijn is driving the M440i Touring as a family car. We actually noticed that this car with its mild hybrid tech is quite a bit more efficient fuel-wise. It's more economical by quite a margin. So it seems like that e-boost thing, the mild hybrid 48 volt starter generator integrated thing, actually does its job of getting that fuel economy up or down, however you look at it. It seems like that is really working, so that is a good thing, since it also adds a little bit of power and yeah, works both ways. So that is good to know. So why should you buy this car over an M440i, a regular sedan? Well, it's mainly two reasons. One, it looks cooler, and two, it's basically just as practical, if not more practical, than an M440i sedan. So it is a bit more expensive, of course. I think it's quite a bit more expensive than a 3 Series. So I'm not sure if it's worth it, but I do think that it looks a bit more special than the M440i. And I think they did a good job by separating the two a bit more than before. Of course, the last generation, the first generation, they sold a lot of them because it is such a handsome car, because it combines good looks with practicality, and of course the BMW 6-cylinder is really nice to have. And just the ease with which this car, as you can see, runs up to the limiter, which we have reached now, 254 on the speedo, is amazing. It is an amazing car. I know we drive a lot of M performance cars with the B58 6-cylinder, but it's just so nice. Amazing. Okay, so I'm going to end it here. We're back at the border. Fun is over. You can subscribe by clicking the big button in the middle. You can also check out this video on the right, or go check out this playlist on the left. See you at the next one. Bye.